Hi there, it's February 5th and time for Proverbs 5. Still in the setup phase, right? Why we want to learn wisdom, the benefits of learning wisdom, and the benefits of staying away from evil things, okay? Like today, pitfalls of immorality. As usual, he starts with, my son, give attention to my wisdom, incline your ear to my understanding, that you may observe discretion, and your lips may reserve knowledge. And here we go. For the lips of an adulteress drip honey, and smoother than oil is her speech, but in the end she is bitter as wormwood. Sharp as a two-edged sword, her feet go down death, her steps take hold of Sheol. She does not ponder the path of life, her ways are unstable, she does not know it. You remember back then, they didn't have electronics or TV or internet or computer. They didn't even have newspapers, okay? But there was, as usual, there were more females than males, and some of them were not of a reputable nature, let's say. And there was a huge problem with that. 7. Now then, my sons, listen to me and do not depart from the words of my mouth. Keep your way far from her and do not go near the door of her house. 9 to 10 is highlighted. Or you will give your vigor to others and your years to the cruel one, and strangers will be with your strength. And your hard-earned goods will go to the house of an alien. Stranger. And you groan at your final end when your flesh and your body are consumed, and you say, how I have hated instruction, and my heart spurned reproof. That's regret, all right? I had not listened to the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to my instructors. I was almost in utter ruin in the midst of the assembly and congregation, right? You do this kind of stuff, and people find out, and you are in ruin. Okay, good advice. Drink water from your own cistern and fresh water from your own well. Should your springs be dispersed abroad, streams of water in the streets? There's a note over here. He teaches us sobriety, exhorting us to live of our own labors and to be beneficial to the godly that won't. Right. Lay in your own backyard, right? Did you open your well and pour it out into the street, right? Until all your water's gone? Metaphor, okay? It's all metaphor. Let them be yours alone and not for strangers with you. Let your fountain be blessed and rejoice in the wife of your youth, right? As a loving hind and a graceful doe, let her breast satisfy you at all times. Be exhilarated always in her love, right? Or intoxicated, right? Love your wife, okay? Stay away from other people's wives or strange women, right? Like I said, that was a big deal back then. Be exhilarated always with her love. Or why should you, my son, be exhilarated with an adulteress, and embrace the bosom of a foreigner? For the ways of a man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he watches all his paths. Right? God is watching you all the time. His own iniquities will capture the wicked, and he will be held with the cords of his sin. He will die for lack of instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he will go astray. Right? I'm looking at the notes over here on the right side. This is an harlot which giveth self to another other than her husband. Right? Flattering and crafty enticements. All her doings lead to destruction. She hath ever new means to allure to wickedness. Why should you give your strength to somebody, right? that is, thy strength and goods to her that will have no pity upon thee, as is read in Samson and the prodigal son. All right, remember those stories, right? They didn't care about Samson. They didn't care about the prodigal son, only about enriching themselves, right? Some people will take advantage of you, and they don't care about you at all until all your stuff is gone, then they throw you away. Stay home, right? Although I was faithfully instructed in the truth, yet had I almost fallen to utter shame and destruction, notwithstanding my good bringing up in the assembly of the godly. Okay, and we read this one, all right? Drink water from your own well. Right? He teaches us sobriety, exhorting us to live of our own labors and to be beneficial to the godly that want. Right? 5:17. Right? Disturb them not to the wicked and infidels, but reserve them for thyself, thy family, and them that are of the household of faith. Your goods, your waters, flowing in the streets. 5:18. Thy children, which shall come of thee in great abundance, showing that God blesseth marriage and curseth whoredom. Right. The wife of your youth, the one you married, the one you are married to. Why would you go astray with a stranger? In 21, he declared that except man do join to his wife, both in heart and in outward conversation, that he shall not escape the judgments of God. And because he will not give ear to God's word and be admonished. Right? So, there you go. I don't highlight it. And like I say, we're still in the training phase, okay? But as always, in the beginning, he says, listen to me, son, listen to me. And the whole thing is about going astray. Yeah? Keep your way far from her and do not go near the door of her house, or you will give your vigor to others, and your years to the cruel one, and strangers will be filled with your strength, and your hard-earned goods will go to the house of an alien, right? It won't build your house, it'll build somebody else's house, and then they will throw you to the curb when you have no more to give, right? Don't even start down that path, that's what he's saying. Right? An important one, 15 to 16 is important. And you could go all the way down to 19, you know? Let's do that. Let's just highlight all the way to 19. Right? Drink water from your own cistern, right? Your own wife. Fresh water from your own well. Should your springs be dispersed abroad, streams of water in the streets. Yeah. Let them be yours alone and not for strangers with you. Let your fountain be blessed, and rejoice in the wife of your youth as a loving hind and a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you at all times. Be exhilarated or intoxicated always in her love, right? Be in love with your wife, okay? And there you go. That's Proverbs 5 for February 5th. And tomorrow there's more. I like the actual, the parental counsel is tomorrow. We highlighted a lot in there, but we will do that tomorrow. And stay tuned later today. I think we are on Matthew 23, I think. Yeah, first half of 23. Tomorrow will be the second half of 23, right? And then on Friday, we'll start Matthew 24, which is one of my favorite chapters, and we will dig into that and spend some serious time on Matthew 24, okay? Because he talks about what's happening right now. So there you have it. Give us a like if you think about it. But we'll continue this tomorrow, and later we'll do the Matthew 23 in our Through the New Testament in a Year. But till then, we'll see ya.